Alright folks, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. 2 more matches for us to go through today. Shouldn't take much time at all. We do have a nice deserved day off tomorrow, so we'll waste no time with it. If you like the video, get yourself subscribed to the channel. If you're not, I'd appreciate that. We continue to grow each and every day. We're almost at 1.5k. Can you believe that? I can't. But yeah, get yourself involved. We'd love to have you. Right then. First things first, how did we get on yesterday? Sweet redemption for me personally. Lorenzo seeing me through on the outright. Happy days. Nice plus money winner there. And if things go the way I'm hoping they go, maybe not the way I think they will, but the way I'm hoping, I am in store for yet another big outright winner today. So we'll see what happens, but let me know. Did you win? Did you lose? Did you just come close? And now all that's said and done, let's talk about these. Not going to waste too much time. I do apologise for the late upload. I had some shit to do today. But nonetheless, we've got Jannik Sinner, Alexander Bublik. Head-to-head 3-1 to Bublik. Beat him 2 years ago on the grass due to retirement. All 3 matches prior to that, obviously going the way of Jannik Sinner. Hasn't played him for 2 years. Is Alexander Bublik aware of the monster that Jannik Sinner has evolved into over the past 2 seasons, I would imagine? So, is he going to care with the form that he's in? Maybe not. 9 wins in the last 10 for both of these players. Alexander Bublik, fantastic. What a way to turn your season around. Not only with the French Open, but prior to this as well. Playing really good. Easy first round game. Straight sets against Djokovic. I didn't think he was going to get past the Demon. I really didn't. And it was looking like so. Dropped them first 2 sets quite heavily. Managed to mount one hell of a comeback there. And then, doing that against the Demon, you had to fancy him against Enrique Rocha. Straight sets against him. But then he played Jack Draper. And if I didn't think he stood much of a chance against the Demon, I didn't think he stood any chance at all against Jack Draper. I really didn't. And he put in pretty much a near perfect game, as close to a perfect game as one's going to get against that type of opponent. Like I said yesterday, you can't fault it. I went back and I watched it again today, just for the fun of it, and I thought, you know what, he really did play as good as what I thought he did on the day. Fantastic. Draper just couldn't deal with the power. Couldn't deal with the shot selection. Everything was just pretty much perfect for Bublik on the day. But as we've said quite a few times all week, mainly after upsets as well, it's one thing pulling off the upset. Look, it's great to see. It's good to see. It's nice to have an upset every now and then. I say every now and then, it's been one pretty much every day over in this tournament, but you can't complain with that. Makes it entertaining. It's one thing pulling off an upset. It's another thing pulling off the upset in fantastic fashion, the way he did last time out. But the same applies for this guy as it has for everyone else. It is even harder to replicate said performance. I mean, even against Jannik Sinner, giving you the worst player to back up a performance like that against the worst player. He's just been scalping everybody. More so, against Yuri Lehechka, Andrei Rublev as well. Beasting everyone. Just absolutely destroying everyone. I imagine this one would be more of the same. Big spread, once again. 1.01 for Jannik Sinner, believe it or not. I'd say not a lot of meat on the bone. But there's not even that. There's barely scraps on this bone. There's barely a fucking bone on this bone. 1.01. That's nuts. 20-1 underdog. What's the spread on that? 9.5, 10.5, by a couple points. I don't know. By a couple points. By fucking 4 of them. Get to like 12.5 or something. You'd still get well better odds than 1.01, I would imagine. I don't know. You do with that what you will. You think Bublik can play good enough, serve well enough, and keep the pressure on to keep this within the spread? It's a massive one. The way he played against Draper, I wouldn't put it past them. But it's Jannik Sinner, after all. It's Jannik Sinner, after all. And this is quite a wall to run into, if you'd ask me. Look, it'd be good. I'd love to see Bublik do good. I'd love to see him win this one. It'd be fantastic. It'd kill me outright off, but for the sake of a big upset and some entertainment, I probably wouldn't mind that. Actually, yeah, I would. I'm lying. I need Jannik Sinner to win. I think he's going to win, and he probably will win. How he wants to go about his business is entirely up to him. But I think I speak for the majority of us when I say I can only see one outcome in that. So we'll move on. And wrap this shit up with probably the most interesting one of the day. That's Zverev. Alexander Zverev and Djokovic. Seen this one quite a lot over the years, 16 times to be precise. Over the past 10 years, Zverev has won 3 of the last 4. We've seen this in the Australian Open, start of the year. Tie-break to Zverev. Djokovic had to pull out in that. And that was also in the semi-finals. I think sort of like ever since that, you've seen a lot of people, we were kind of under the impression that Djokovic's slam days are over. Now, that's not saying he can't make it to the final, but even if Djokovic does get past Zverev, does he beat Alcaraz? A Sinner? Big ask. Big ask right at this point. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be this guy, but he's most definitely got his work cut out for him today. Now, before we touch on this one, allow me to remind you, I do still have the big outright on the go. 18-1, plus I don't know what that is in American odds. You do the conversion on that, plus 1800, 17, I don't fucking know. But it's a big one anyway. 18-1. Alcaraz, Musetti, already there. I need Jannik Sinner to beat Alexander Bublik. And I'd say I'm surprised he's got this far, but I'm absolutely not, because the draw he's been given was just an absolute cakewalk for him. But I need Zverev to beat Djokovic, man. Yeah, you bastard. I know. It's come down to this, and I can't complain really. But I need Zverev to win this one. Do I think he's going to? Look, the way Djokovic has been playing, man. It's going to be so tough. It's going to be so tough. He is yet to drop a set. Mackenzie McDonald, Musetti, Philip Mislic, Cam Norrie. I said it the other day, and I'll say it again. That is the easiest draw one could have asked for. It is. Cam Norrie could have been somewhat of a banana peel. He was never really going to be. Let's just get that straight. Done them all in 3. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Barely broke a sweat. But then again, if that's been favourable, I mean, look at Zverev, man. Lerner Tien, Jesper de Jong, Flavio Caboli. That could have been a lot harder than what it actually did. Maybe he ran into Flavio Caboli, just sort of petering out a little bit, running out of steam after his lovely run of form. So, maybe that's what it is, maybe it's what it's not. And then coming up against Griekspoor, he lost his serve immediately against Griekspoor, and then what happened. It was a shame to see. There was no damage done, but ultimately I would have liked to have seen Griekspoor not hang in there if he couldn't, but I'd have liked to have seen more of that match. Both of them fully fit, giving it their all. It would have been interesting to see what would have happened. I still stand by it. I still feel like Griekspoor definitely would have covered that 6.5 if he was fit. But he couldn't make it through the whole match, so he pulled out. so it is what it is. Don't worry about it. No doubt Zverev will probably should be more rested for this one. That is a fact. How's he going to get on against Djokovic? I mean, we said at the start about Djokovic and his slams. Are his slam days over? Does this tend to be as far as he can get now? I don't know, man. I mean, he's coming off that title in Geneva. He's still coming off that title, and then he's coming to the French Open, and he hasn't looked like slowing down one bit. I don't think it would be right to assume that this is the match where it's going to come crumbling down for Djokovic. I mean, it's not going to get any easier, no doubt about it. But look at the odds on this. They're split right down the middle, pretty much. Depending where you look, Djokovic is around 1.8, but you can get him at 1.9. Someone said it in the comments yesterday, and I feel like you hit the nail on the head perfectly. This is somewhat of a free hit for me today. If Zverev wins, I get me big one. I get me 18-1, and I'll be laughing all the way to the fucking bank with that one. If Zverev beats Djokovic and Sinner beats Bublik, this tournament would have been a tremendous fucking success for me. But it's got to happen. It's got to happen. Just because I need Zverev to win doesn't necessarily mean I think he will. I always say you don't get rich betting against Djokovic, especially in these slams, especially when he's playing like this. I never hedge bets, never. I just feel like it usually takes a little bit of the fun out of it. I'd rather just sit and go, but for the sake of this one, it is just a free hit. Zverev wins, dollar bills. If Djokovic wins, I could put a little bit of in, and then at least it'll soften the blow if the outright doesn't come in. And even if the outright doesn't come in, it's essentially money that you haven't even lost because it was placed fucking God knows how long ago, you know. What's the total? I don't know. Maybe look at the over. Could be close. Djokovic has played absolutely nobody like Alexander Zverev all week. But then same goes for Zverev. It really does. We've seen Djokovic run out of gas a little bit at this point a few times. It does seem to be like maybe this is just as far as he can get now. But we shall see. I wouldn't count him out. And if I'm saying that about Djokovic, I have to say it about Zverev. When the pressure's on, this is the prime spot for Zverev to just crumble. It is. Whether he puts in a solid performance or not, it is up to him. Such a winnable game. It is such a winnable game for him. These haven't played each other on the clay since, well, for the past 5 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Pretty much like near enough the last 10 games have come by way of the hard court. You got 18-6 for Zverev on the clay and 8-2 for Djokovic that season. This season, that is. 29-10 for Zverev, 20-7 for Djokovic. You really do. You pay your money and you take your choice. Who's it going to be? I imagine a lot of us are going to be on Djokovic today, and rightly so. I think I'm going to have a go myself. I think I'm going to sprinkle on him too. Why not? Like I say, it's a win-win for me today. Zverev wins, Djokovic wins. Everyone's a winner. Well, in my case anyway. Winner. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. Might look at the over. Might sprinkle on Djokovic on the money line. I suppose I've got to, right? You let me know. What would you do in my situation? Do you just hedge it? Do you just let it ride for the sake of it? Probably put a bit on Djokovic, right? I don't know. You tell me. You let me know. And we'll wrap this shit up. We'll leave it there. Happy days. Fell asleep before. These nights have fucked me. It's currently quarter to 4. If any of the Americans even know what that means. 3:45 a.m. Right. Bit of a late one. I do apologise, but we've got to keep going. We've got to get these out, haven't we? But Sound, I'll be saying good night to you. You take it easy, yeah? You take care of yourselves. Take care of one another, most importantly. Like and subscribe. like and subscribe. Best bets in the comments, share with the group, help each other out. Be kind and be positive. Enjoy the matches today. Let's go get that cash. Fingers crossed for Zverev on the outright. We'll see. We shall see. If it wins, I'll do a little short just to catch up with you. But until then, see you for the semis, folks. Have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow, the next day. Whatever. See you around.